Superdome in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. Gets fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Right to the 3.
Hey, check. Shoot.
Gun. Switch.
Mike's by 4.
Eight.
He don't know no better.
Eight.
He's checking crap.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
From the gun on third down, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The drive starts with a completion left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Hey, watch the slant.
On 3rd and 2, Dobbs. And he finds Cook. And now running right through it. And now he bowls him over. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 25 yards that time.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And he's got his man on the out route. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Looking to throw again on second down. Dobbs out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Dobbs. And incomplete. That his first incompletion after a 4 for 4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Dobbs. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Gun. 20.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
20. 8.
From the gun on 3rd down. Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45.
Under 10. 10. Set.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready.
Watch the ship.
Wait. 8.
Watch the ship.
20.
From just shy of midfield, Newton. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, defense.
8.
Check 9, check 9. Shoot.
8.
From the gun, here's Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Check safety, check safety. Check
20. 8.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Great. 8. 20.
Check the back, check the back.
On 2nd and a yard. Newton stepping up. He's going to keep it. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
8. 8.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
A shotgun snap for Newton. That's caught. It's Thomas. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They make a good bit of that yardage back as they're set up in much better shape now for 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Check. 8.
Here's Newton. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal.
20. Great.
Check 4.
Now it's Newton. And Thomas has it. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Here's Dobbs to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Ready? 55, Mike 55.
Watch the slip, watch the slip.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Great. No. 8. 20. Kill.
2nd and 10. Newton again. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So, following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Gun. Check. Check it out, read. Deuce. 8.
Newton now to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
8. 20. Let's bring it. 8. Check 20.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Check three. Mike 51.
They're not ready for this. 8.
Ready for this. They still playing.
20.
Now Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time. And it's 3rd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Watch 8. Watch 12.
Check 15.
8.
3rd and long. It's Newton. He gets it to Thomas. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for him.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Back to throw Dobbs. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Operating from the gun. Dobbs, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jared Cook, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10.
Watch safety. 20. 8.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before the break. Newton. Looking left side, and it's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Dobbs. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Let's go. 18 Gator, 54. Come for you.
From the gun, Dobbs. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 22.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered. And then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well. And
able to pick up the first. Dobbs is throwing. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Dobbs to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Dobbs. He's got Smith here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go. Henry. I got you, son. I got you. You're all
on first down, Dobbs to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And Kamara has it stripped, and it's picked up by the Panthers. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. Takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Hey, alert three. Watch twist. Whip. Watch the whip. Eight. Tighten up. Check.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
20. Check.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
He's coming. Double up. Right.
Throwing again. Dobbs. Thomas has got it. Complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. They'll run. This is Kamara. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 39, Dobbs. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Kill, kill, kill.
From the 22, Newton. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies.
Check 9, check 9. Shit, watch the shit. Check. Watch out, watch out. 8.
Switch, switch, switch. Tight dog, tight dog.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Watch it.
Let's go. Come on. Quick.
20.
Quick.
Watch the edge.
Check, check. Fresno.
From just shy of midfield, Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Check it back. Kill. 8.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Saints' 41-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Great. 20.
Undercrush.
8.
Check.
Newton now to throw. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. 36.
Great.
Check. Hot.
Alert 3.
Check. Lucky.
Shit. 8.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Switch it. Slam. Watch the safety creep. 25, check 20.
Put it to him, check. Ball. Put it to him. Check. Ball.
49, check 49.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4.
20. Gun. 8. Hey, check 24.
Here's Newton. And Thomas has it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Coming again.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Toss play, Kamara. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got...
S-T-R-O. Yeah.